Hey guys, this is Plasticon here. Um, kind of chilling out. I did a bit of a trade here recently and got some cool stuff. By the way, I'm doing laundry, so there's a lot of, it's really hot. Like, I just figured out that they don't even have that air conditioning on in this laundry facility anymore. It's kind of bad. Hey, at least it's not loud anymore and you can kind of see me better, so I don't know. Anyhow, let's dig into what I've got here. I did a bit of a trade, and I got a good friend of mine that traded me some stuff, and I was like, oh, okay, cool, I can do this. And then, yeah, I've got some really, really cool stuff here I'm about to show you. I got like 3 of these bad boys. And you guys are probably familiar with this. This is GoBot Command Center. It's dirty, very dirty. Kind of give you a bit of a look. It's got like cobwebs and nasty stuff. And I've got like 3 of these. So I am going to clean these up, and then we're gonna see what's good and what's bad on them, and then probably take them apart, build some good ones out of them. Like I said, I got 3 of these things. So there's just number 1. Number 2 is still in kind of bits. It's got one's got like a broken tab. I do happen to have one of the little platforms that goes on the inside. Here's one of the elevator ramps. Here's the other one. This one's body seems to be in pretty good condition. I might end up just swapping out parts. That's something I kind of looked into doing when I started looking at these. So we'll find out what kind of a mess this is gonna be. It's gonna probably be a mess. And here's the last one. Like I said, I had several of these, and I was just trying to get rid of them. And I don't blame him, because they're kind of hard to find room for. And to be honest, I do a lot of diorama and building of like backgrounds and stuff. So I'm like, these things are perfect for that. So I'm going to work on trying to clean these up, because these are in pretty dirty condition. So let's start with this guy here I got in front of me. I just went ahead and kind of wetted a wash rag. So I'm just wipe these things down, because getting some of the old dust and dirt off pieces sometimes, it's usually the beginning of most things. Now, you guys are probably wondering, okay, you collect G2 stuff, you don't really collect GoBots. And I'm like, well, in some ways I do kind of collect GoBots. I collect the small scale stuff. So it's one of those things that I've been into for a very, very long time in my life. And it's just now I'm just kind of more or less getting to the point that I really think it'd be cool to try to build like my own custom versions of some of these bases. Especially since I like to use these things for background stuff. It's got a old price tag sticker there on its cockpit there. I was just peeling off. But see, it's got like scuff marks and stuff like that. And that's fine if it's got scuff marks. I'm not really that concerned about that, considering some of these I might actually, I've been debating on actually just completely repainting. Like repaint, yeah, I'll think about repainting these things maybe in the future. This one here's got a bit of a broken clip on it as well. It's really, really dirty and gnarly on the inside. Look at it. Ew, it's nasty. So yeah, that's gonna get all cleaned off there. The thing is, if some of the stickers are really bad on it, I'm going to literally just pull the stickers off. More than likely end up using like rubbing alcohol. That's usually what I use to kind of remove certain types of things. But yeah, I'm going to kind of try to clean some of these up a little bit. So like you said, he said they weren't like in the best condition, but to be honest, they're not bad toys. They really aren't. It really doesn't take much to clean some of these. Sometimes they're just dirty, and sometimes they have really, really bad stickers. And some of the stickers, like this one here's kind of come loose. That shouldn't be too hard for me to fix. I'll expand this a little bit, so I have to mind moving around the camera. Yeah, I just figured I'd do like a bit of a live cleaning. See, I'm literally rubbing dirt off of it. It's just, dirt's just coming right off, so that's a good thing. That's a big plus. These just snap on, is all these do, so they just pop right off. See, this has actually got a broken clip on the door. I believe I've got another one here that's got a broken clip as well. Yeah. See, the opposite one, thank God. So yeah, I've got two here that are opposites that are broken, so that means I've got a broken clip up here on the top on this one, a broken clip on the bottom of this one, so this would kind of be a floppy one if I put it back together today. But yeah, I'm more likely going to just set those aside, and more than, I might not even use that one. I mean, to be honest, the thing is, some of these I'm planning on just refurbishing and cleaning up and using for my own customs, and the rest of them I don't know what I'm going to do with yet. So like I said, I got a really decent little trade out of it, and it wasn't anything insane that I traded for anyway. So I was like, I'll just get rid of these and clean up some old toys and then use them as a useful thing, you know? 'Cause it's just, it's one of those things I've noticed like throughout the years, trying to collect certain toys, things like that. It's kind of hard to do, especially if they're just nasty and gnarly. This has got some grime in it. It's like, some of these look like they have probably been stored in an attic at one time. And it's got like broken clips coming off. It's no wonder why that one. Some of these legs don't want to work very well on me either. I've noticed they're kind of, some of them are kind of stiff, some are not. None of them's missing all the legs, so that's a good thing. At least they all have their legs. This one here's got a really floppy leg though. I think it's got a broken clip in here. It's probably caused it to not really stay very well, which is fine. It's like I said, I primarily plan on using these things for like background stuff. Yep. It's got a lot of gunk in there. Just dirt, nasty stuff, you know? You guys ever drag toys out of your attic and you're like, oh God, there's like stuff in it and it's nasty and I don't know if I want to keep it in. Especially since some of these toys are like really, really, really hitting that 30, almost like 40 years old, some of these toys. Some of these toys came out like when I was really, really little. And some I only experienced through like flea markets and stuff. Some I did get brand new. GoBots I got brand new quite often. I did have one of these command centers, but it came from a yard sale, and it was missing all these. Like it didn't have any of the platforms in it. But to me, it was like the first AT-AT walker I had, because everybody thought it was like an AT-AT walker back then. But it wasn't. It was a just GoBot command center. And, the fact that these guys have got some pretty good, they're not terrible, they just need a little bit of work. Let's see here. Whip out my handy dandy tools here, because I got tools, you know. And I'll pop this in here off. See, it's not terrible condition. It's got a little bit of a scuff right there, but no biggie. Like I said, this kernel is just trying to clean them up real good. And then I'll mess with them and see what I can build out of them. There's a fly flying around here. It's driving me crazy. Like, seriously. I'm just over here trying to do my laundry. And I'm like, do something while I'm sitting here. This sucker has got dirt baked on. I think this kid probably had this in the mud. I mean, it is a walker. It's got 4 legs. I mean, it's not like it wouldn't be unheard of. Some of us use these for Star Wars figures back then. Rattle, rattle, rattle. But yeah, it's gonna clean up, honestly, I think. This is gonna turn out pretty good. I got most of the dirt off of it already. At least the one leg had a lot of dirt on it. Then again, it could have just been sitting in the attic somewhere. So, some things that's been going on my channel lately. I have been uploading a few little retro commercials that I ran across. I've had in my archives for some time now. I've been putting some of those up. And I just saw somebody say something. Let me see if I can scroll this up. Hey, how's it going, Alex? I'm just cleaning toys. Yeah, Guardian HQ. Yeah, I've got like 3 of them. 3 of them, see? I'm working on cleaning them up. They're pretty gnarly. They're kind of So I'm just like, I'm gonna clean them up and try to do a little bit of restoration. Like I said, I use a lot of this stuff for background things for a lot of my film shoots and like short films and things like that I do. So that's primarily what I'm gonna be using these for. But they're pretty nice. I don't mind them because they're small enough to be able to like be packed away and not really take up a whole lot of stuff. Yeah, GoBots is pretty fun. I understand some people aren't into GoBots as much as they are Transformers. I can completely understand that. Technically, GoBots came first, you know, because everybody complains about like the way things are, and I'm like, you realize GoBots came before Transformers, but that's okay. I don't care. I like both toys. I've never been one of those biased kind of people anyway, so it's kind of like, you know, people complain about like, oh, Macintosh is better than Windows, or nowadays it's people complaining about an iPhone being better than an Android. As far as I'm concerned, they're all the same thing. They just operate differently, you know? So it's just one of those things I've learned in life to just embrace it. Do the best you can with it. And like I said, I've got 3 of these. I only have 1 of these things. And as crafty as I am, I think I might be able to make the rest of the platforms, because I just have 1, which I can primarily just use as a stencil. So, just trying to read what you just said here. Actually, I think GoBots did fewer things, better than G1. Crasher the female. Yeah, like with the female characters. And presentation of women in it, I think, was done much better. Because they treated them equally. They didn't treat them like they were just like, oh, they're just here and you gotta save the girl. Crasher was like all over, like beating the crap out of things. That's what she did. She was like no holds barred. So that's where I have a lot of respect for like GoBots when it comes to, you know, how they treated their characters. I will be right back. I'm gonna go wet this rag down a little better because it's not quite getting this. As I trip over a folding chair. Yeah, well, you know how it goes. Not everybody is coordinated. I'm not a very coordinated person. That's the reason why I didn't play sports. Because I didn't want to be the guy that they have to rely on to go get the ball, and then he's the guy that freaking misses it, you know? Because that would be what I would do. I would miss the ball because I don't have that coordination. So, but anyway, you know, I'm trying to clean this gunk off here. This one sticker is pretty torched, though. You can probably tell it's kind of done. I more than likely will probably pull most of the stickers off of here because I'm thinking about actually doing my own custom stickers to some of this because I want to, like I said, I'm planning on probably rebuilding these into something different. I got these from a local toy store. I actually have a local toy store I did a trade with, and got these pretty much for nothing. So I was like, these are perfect for doing a little bit of background custom work, things like that. Because these things, usually these shells go for maybe about 20 bucks online, and honestly, they're not really worth $20 because it's hard to piece these guys back together. Like this one here doesn't even have the elevator in it. It's completely missing. But the other two actually have the elevator. So I'm like, okay, I will part one out from the other or whatever. Because this one here, it's a little warped, but it's in far better condition, like plastic wise. I mean, the elevator actually holds position, which is kind of nice. So there you go, that kind of thing. And you know, these fold down, just like so. And it looks like a dog. Arf, arf. These are kind of funny though. I don't mind these little robot command centers. They're pretty neat. And having several of them is kind of a cool thing to have because it allows me to do some really good background custom work with them and such. The fact that these still have some of the stickers are on here, some of them aren't. But this one here is in okay condition. It's not even really that dirty compared to the other one I was just cleaning. This one's nowhere near as dirty. And the fact that this one's still got most of its sticker intact on its elevator. Yeah, this is kind of faded, but that's okay. I actually don't mind it being faded. I like things being kind of aged a little. It really adds like prestige to it. The thing is this thing has like the elevator stops there, stops here, and then it goes all the way up to the top. So it's got several different little stopping points, which is kind of cool. I thought at the time when I was over there that maybe I could just pop this thing off, but I don't know how this actually comes off. And I really don't want to break it. Considering it just looks like it sandwiches in, but I'm sure there's a trick to getting it off that I haven't looked up yet. But at least it still has its elevator, which to me honestly is not bad. I'm going to pull this side section here off though, because this in here, this is the one that doesn't have the elevator part in the middle. So I think I'm going to try to salvage this one a little better. See these just tab in with these. You kind of have to be careful when you're separating it and taking it off though, because it can break. I know these are kind of fragile sometimes. Fragile. There we go. Got that in there to pop off. Let's hope I don't break nothing trying to take this off. Yep. Yay, got it off. No problem. I'll take this Went over there. Yep. Now let's try to put this side here back on. Just like so. And then, let's see if I can get this other side here to go on. So I'm just looking at the tabs to make sure they're okay. So doing laundry while I'm playing with toys is probably the best way of handling my evening. Now this in here is got a little looser at the bottom, but you know, it's better than what it was. And it still has its plastic clip, so it actually connects just like that. And then I got a dog light here. And then there we go. It's even still got the boosters and stuff on it, if you see. It doesn't have the back door, but that's okay. This is the elevator piece to that. Let me see, somebody said something a minute ago, sorry. All right. Wish they made Astro Train a play set. Oh yeah, that would have been cool. Like, I really wish they could have done that, especially with like the movie showing that they can like all load up into the back of the thing. It's like, come on, man. It was like prime material to build a playset toy out of him. Like, I don't understand why they didn't actually do that. Let's see here. Put this back in. There we go. Yep, and see, the thing is with the elevator, you can't actually leave the elevator door up to be able to do that. So you actually do have to close it. You actually have to close the elevator door for the actual doors to close all the way. But that's okay, because I might get around and try to make my own door for the back of this. I don't know yet. I'm just glad I have a canopy for it, which is not hard to put back on. I kind of cleaned this one here up a lot better. Makes me happy that this one here is functioning now. I do have a leg here, it's awfully loose. Yeah, that's this front one. I'm not sure why it would be that loose. Other than I mean, it's not really going to affect it if I have it standing up. Like, because it's standing up okay. It's a little warped, but hey, it works. Looks like he's hiking his leg because he's got one leg off the ground here in the back. He's hiking his leg. He's just a good little puppy, right? I always thought these things were great. I just love these things. That's pretty perfect. That actually works really, really well. Let's move that out of the way. Let's look at this really nasty one I got here. This is really gnarly. Like, look how jagged that is. Hope I can get most of this dirt off of it. Like, it's nasty. Like, really nasty. And of course, I'm gonna go wash my hands after I'm done doing this. Yeah, it's got some major discoloration here, which kind of looks like a blast mark now, the way it's gotten so dirty through the years. I don't know, this in here could have been kept in someone's garage. And what's funny is if you look at the stickers on the inside of this one, the stickers are in really good condition compared to the other one. And this is the dirtier one. And I got this whole nice tag sticker on here. But yeah, the fact that the other one there's got 2 broken doors and it's missing its canopy, it's not in the very best condition. I've got that, which I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with that one yet. This one here has actually got the stickers on the elevator too, which is really cool. It still has all that. Wonder what condition the sticker is on the back side of this. The other ones are pretty faded. That one's not as bad. It's a dirty toy, dirty toy. And if you're talking to me, I'm sorry if I missed you. I'll scroll back up. I always try to check. Yeah. Drop back, GoBots. You know, I really wish they could, but they can't because it's a Bandai thing, and Bandai won't let them use they can use the names, but they can't use the toy likeness. That's the problem. That's why every time they come out with Crasher, because they did like an homage to Crasher way back in Universe Transformers. And then, oh no, Generations, sorry. And then they did this recent one that was from that Mirage mold, which is pretty cool. Hey look, it still has a bit of the hose accessory attachment on here, which it's completely gone. But yeah, it's pretty nuts. I think it's crazy how GoBots has really just gotten thrown away, basically. I don't like the idea that they have, because I think it's a piece of toy history, I think, that just needs to be preserved, like, majorly. What's funny is I think this is actually being in better shape than the rest of them. This has got an old battery in it. Wow. Got an Energizer battery here, guys. I haven't leaked yet. See? It's an old Energizer battery. I don't know how old that is. That's like mid-90s. Maybe. I don't know. You know? Say in the comments below if you know what year this is. I want somebody to say, oh, that's 2007. You know somebody out there is going to know. Because they're a battery connoisseur. They know everything about batteries. This is like giving anything. I don't know. What can I say? I know a lot about toys. It's funny though, some of the stuff that I know, but toys is primarily, this is my fun time. That's what I call it. I like to have fun. It's something I enjoy doing. It's collecting toys, playing toys. I'm gonna lift this up and see how nasty it is underneath it. Yep. Ew. Yeah, there was, I don't know what the hell that was. Pardon my French. That was filthy McNasty. That's what that was. I don't know, it was some kind of fuzzy thing. I don't know what it is. I got rid of it. Probably an ancient spider web from days gone by. Anyway, this one's actually probably the better one on all of them. Because it's got most of its stickers. It's more solid than the other one. The other one's a little wobbly. So I may do some part swapping on that one and use that one instead. Jesus. I think the legs jammed on it. Oh yeah. I'll get to it here in a second. I'm trying to bipolar gun all this. This is definitely look like it stayed in a loft or something. I had to state of the art. Jeez, okay, yeah, got it loose. That sucker was stiff. That about all of them. This is definitely the best one. Still has a lot of dirt here. Kind of latching mechanism. Yay! There we go. Spin this thing around. So you have this old battery in there. I almost wonder if the electronics don't work on these or not. I don't know. So you press this button right here. It's got a button right here on the top of its head. It's kind of hard to see. And it's supposed to go wah, 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 and the lights, the eyes are supposed to light up on it. So if you guys don't know what the electronics are on these, that's what they are. But yeah, you guys want to know where I'm at? I'm in a laundry room. Laundry facility, I should say. I'm having a heck of a time trying to get this battery off. Oh, there we go, got it off. Yeah, this battery's probably dead, but you know, what do you expect when you get home, when you salvage your old toys? You know, that's what happens sometimes. I wish people would, you know, understand that, you know, some toys are meant to be preserved. Not everything out there is a collector's item, but not everything out there is meant to be played with, you know. Like, to me, I don't know, in this day and age, kids don't really play with toys like they used to. They don't do half the stuff that we used to do when we were kids. But that's okay, you know, because it's what they're into. And I'm fine with that. I think it's okay for kids to have their interests, whether they're into something or not. That's okay. I've got like bits and pieces of plastic here, by the way, that fell off of some of these, so yeah. Not gonna try gluing those back on because I have no idea where they came from. Sounds like my laundry is getting ready to wind down for me to put it in the dryer soon, hopefully. I've got a lot of dirt here back. Cleaning the rear end of a freaking GoBots thing. This just doesn't look appropriate, does it? Yeah, it's got a lot of dirt. Hey, I got it off there. And this was probably played with in the dirt. That's what's funny. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, well, don't get your toys dirty. We used to play with these things in the sandbox. We used to go outside and like play, like build dirt roads and run our freaking GoBots and Transformers and Hot Wheels and Micro Machines and heck, sometimes our Lego trucks through the dirt and the mud and the muck. That's how the stuff becomes like dirty and nasty throughout the years. And then sometimes they're just stored improperly, and then that kind of causes a problem too. But, you know, I don't know if you guys have noticed though, if you guys haven't been following a lot of the stuff I've been doing on Facebook, I recently have published my, I published it on my Generation 2 Facebook page, but it's my first comic book that I've made. And I think it turned out really well. I had a lot of people read it and they really enjoyed what I did with it. I don't have anybody that's really like said anything negative at all about it. It's gonna be one, I'm planning on doing two more afterward, two more to go to that series. And when I get those two done, everybody will know. I do plan on doing some kind of video thing with them, but I gotta figure out how I wanna do it, because I wanna be able to make video bits of some of these lore things I've created. Sounds like my laundry stuff is done. time for me to go and put it in the dryer. So this is a bit of an intermission. So, just have to kind of bear with me because I've got to go do that kind of thing too. So let's see here. Do I have any intermission music I can play while I'm going? I don't know. Probably something will get me flagged and copyrighted. What do you expect? Everything's that way nowadays. Let's see here. Browse. Yes, I know I'm offline. What's in my library? Nope. Why in the heck is iTunes so stupid now? Oh, iTunes doesn't exist anymore because they got rid of it. Yeah, I know. They keep messing things up. Haven't you noticed that recently? They're really just taking everything away, and it's just so dumb. It's like that mom that would take away all the toys because the other kids started the fight whenever you're just sitting there just trying to mind your own business. It's kind of how I feel about it. Just how I feel. But let's see here. Okay, well, I guess I'm not going to have any intermission music unless I play some, I don't know. My phone's supposed to have music on it, right? This old iPhone, and I can't find any. Oh, well, I will be back. You guys are going to have to listen to utter silence and me knocking things around for 20 minutes. Probably less than that, but you know. Let's see here. Gotta get my Snuggles fabric softener. This live stream is brought to you by Snuggles fabric softener. And Tide Pods. Don't eat these, children. They're not good for you. I'll be right back. back. No, it took a few minutes. Anyway, let's see here. Somebody see anything since I was gone?